What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Half-Life 2, Episode 1. Last time, we made our way out of the... Well, we made our way through the
Hold on, there must be some way to open this gate.
We made our way through the underground areas to get away from the Citadel. And now we are back in City 17. And as you can see, there's the Citadel with its unstable core with some kind of storm above. Anyway, now we're trying to...
Looks like there used to be a crank that fit in here. I wonder if it's still around here somewhere.
Stop interrupting me with useless information, which I can probably figure out in a matter of seconds when I actually get to playing. Yeah, so now we're trying to open up this gate so we can leave and get back into the city. Shut up!
I wonder if it's still around someplace.
God, I hate it when characters have to repeat themselves 20 million times with the same information.
Who will be doing their utmost to re-establish lines of communication and supply with the larger forces. Even so, there is...
Alright, I don't have a crowbar. I forgot about that. You can hear this, the talking in the background. I will actually do a, well, not a video, but I will do it at the start of the next recording. In the beginning of the... Well, hopefully it'll still be on, unless I get on to, like, move on to the next chapter or something in this recording. But, in the load screen, as you know, for the Half-Life games, the load screen always changes according to what level you're on, and the level that I'm on right now, the loading screen actually has the outside area. It has that area right there with a TV screen and Dr. Kleiner doing a public address to the citizens of City 17, and that's what this talking in the background is, that address. But like I said, I will probably... That address is also on the load screen, so next time I record, I will put that in there. So that's where we... Let's see. We are looking for a crank of some sort. A la Resident Evil. It's probably somewhere in here, considering that this is the only place that we can... There we go. Well, it's not a crank, it's a valve handle.
That's it. See if the crank still works. Come on, Gordon, crank that thing. Great. Okay, let's get to the train yard before the Citadel blows. Finally, fresh air.
Citizens,
Oh my God!
of City 17 and
Strider's
environs.
really tore the
By
hell out of
which
this
I mean
place.
sentient residents, of course, human and otherwise. Although I believe there is little need to explain recent developments to our
I've
Vortigaunt
never
allies.
been happier to see Dr. Kleiner.
At any rate, first, as a matter of great urgency, if you find yourself still within the confines of City 17, you are well advised to leave the city at once by the fastest means available to you. We have restored service to much of the commuter transport system in order to carry citizens out of the city as quickly as possible. We have also established camps and triage areas in the surrounding environs. I repeat, you must evacuate the city at once. While there was certainly a great benefit in destroying the Citadel's teleport core, we have detected one rather unfortunate side effect. It would appear an inevitability that very soon now the Citadel will be consumed in a destructive event whose magnitude I cannot currently estimate with any certainty, except to say that it will almost certainly irradiate an area of many miles radius. Therefore, I repeat, evacuate City 17 at once, if not sooner. I cannot state this without enough undue emphasis. On a lighter note, if you are already in one of our designated safe zones, I feel obliged to point out that a more fortunate side effect of the reactor's destruction is the complete removal of the Combine's reproductive suppression field. Previously, certain protein chains important to the process of embryonic development were selectively prevented from forming. This is no longer the case. For those so inclined, now would be an excellent time for procreation. Which is to say, in layman's terms, you should give serious consideration to doing your part for the revival of the species. We must make the most of the time we have, as it is by no means certain how much time we have secured ourselves before the Combine attempt to restore their dominion, as they certainly shall. Since this is, in fact, the first opportunity we have had to speak openly of the baleful influence of the Combine, there is much ground to cover. And in fact, I hope to institute a series of useful bulletins in the days ahead. However, for now we will have to content ourselves with some relatively meager exposition. The destabilization of the City 17 reactor has had repercussions that were not entirely unexpected, although we hardly dared speak this hope ahead of time. The destructive pulse forced a damper on the entire network of linked Citadel reactors. Thus, for the time being, I believe that all Combine portals have failed completely, as well as all communications systems based on that technology. In short, the Combine are completely cut off. Combine forces currently stationed on Earth are now isolated units, stranded. However, this is most likely a temporary state of affairs. As we once learned to our dismay, even the relatively tiny fracture at Black Mesa gave our enemies an opening which they were able to force ever wider as they poured through in greater and greater numbers. In addition to the completely xenotheric species, there are many modified post-human allies still remaining on Earth who will be doing their utmost to re-establish lines of communication and supply with the larger forces. Even so, there is greater reason for hope now than at any time in the past decade. We have made, in secret, several technological advances which we will do our best to deploy in advance of the Combine's return. We continue to diligently assemble and train a new generation of scientists and technicians. For what the Combine fear the most is not any tangible human weapon, but our will, our intellect, our ability to respond selectively and rationally to every terror they turn against us. We place our firmest hope in the human spirit, even knowing how easily it may be shattered. We have all seen friends and family crushed by the Combine. Some of our neighbors have allowed themselves to be co-opted and purged of their humanity by the military machine. And those who resisted have met a most terrible fate. Still, I cannot overstate how important it is that we retain our humanity. Only this will allow us to hold together as we must for their inevitable return, and what is certain to be unimaginable retaliation. And, oh yes, if you missed any part of this message, it will loop repeatedly until there is no point in looping it any longer. I apologize for any inadvertent errors or omissions. As you can imagine, we have had scarcely time to record, let alone rehearse. What's that, Eli? Oh, right. This has been Dr. Isaac Kleiner, formerly of Black Mesa, now simply a citizen, like all of you, of Earth. Let me just add to all those who can hear me now, as we struggle out of the shadow of our malefactors, welcome back to the light. Now, where did I put that calculator? careful, Lamar. These lamps are quite hot. Is this on? Yes. Very well. I am not much of a public speaker, but I'll do my best. Fellow citizens, residents of City 17 and environs, by which I mean sentient residents, of course, human and otherwise, although I believe there is little need to explain recent developments to our Vortigaunt allies. At any rate, first, as a matter of great urgency, if you find yourself still within the confines of City 17, you are well advised to leave the city at once by the fastest means available to you. We have restored service to much of the commuter transport system in order to carry citizens out of the city as quickly as possible. We have also established camps and triage areas in the surrounding environs.
Well, that was the speech that he gave on the loading screen that I said I will play, but I did not realize that was lame. I did not remember that he actually give that
They're looking for something. Probably us.
he gave the speech in the actual level. I completely forgot about that, so there was no need to do it, as I just listened to the whole thing.
I was hoping we'd get a bit farther before they noticed us again.
To quote one of my favorite action movies, now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Is he gonna... No? Okay. Didn't want to be one of those... areas you have to sort of sprint through before something happens. What? Oh, that's who it was. That up, and there is another one. Actually,
I can get a better shot if you knock them overboard.
Actually, there's more than one more. There's two more. One that I just covered up, and one back in the distance over there. Okay, now it's gone. What the hell?
Good job sealing the burrows.
That guy was like face through this mound of dirt.
We're gonna see if we can help anyone else get out.
Oh, you don't want to come with me? Alright. Guess when you have... Well, that's not true, because you had Barney in one of the earlier level, or in Half-Life 2. The level where you're shutting down the suppression core, or the suppression device of the Citadel. You had Barney with you, but still had other AI allies. I think. It's been a while since I actually played that. So I could be wrong.
I'll cover the street while you figure this out.
Oh, good. One shell. That is nice. Yeah, that's what I wanted. One freaking shell. Well, shit.
Medical system engaged. Morphine administered.
And the fire is stationary again. Well, you know what, let's not use those things yet. Those boxes. Just quite yet, because I don't want to risk... Do not want to risk, tripping the alarm, or the bombs. Another one of these seesaw puzzles. Actually, what we need is bricks. Bricks or stones, something like that. Nope, not enough. Oh, damn it. Let me try it one more time. The sprint. Do a... Nope, wait. Damn. I'm trying to do a sprint jump. I'm probably doing this completely wrong. But that time he didn't even jump at all. Ugh. Well, clearly that's the thing that you need to shut off the gas with in order to move past here. in this blazing inferno. Now the question is, how the heck do I do that? I doubt if there's gonna be anything here that'll help me. Yeah, pile on more junk, but that'll help. But so far, that's really the only thing that I can think of. Nope, stop! Stop rolling, you stupid bucket! Haha!
Nicely done. Let's head upstairs.
To regain some of the health that I lost from the first explosion.